There are 5 things you need to be looking for when suit shopping that will take you from this to this. We'll be going over each one of them to make sure you look incredible for your wedding day. And by the way, these fit tips are universal and gender neutral, but I'll be sure to point out when there are differences between the men's and women's fits. Let's get started. The number one thing you want to nail when suit shopping is the jacket fit. No matter what the price tag, a poorly fitted jacket will never look sharp. You can see that this jacket is too small. We can tell that it's too small because we can see the fabric pulling at the button, making a large X-like wrinkle, and quite a bit of the white dress shirt is showing. Next, you can see that this jacket is way too big because when we pull the jacket away from the body, it comes out more than an inch or so. But this jacket fits perfectly. We're not seeing any wrinkles in the front of the jacket, and there's even a little bit of slight tension at the button, not allowing the jacket to come far off the body when you pull it. Remember, the more fitted a jacket is when it's buttoned, the better it looks when it's unbuttoned. So how do you make sure your jacket closure fits just right? It's actually super simple. You want to make sure that your jacket closes without deep wrinkles at the button, and you don't want to see too much dress shirt between your jacket button and your pant. If you're experiencing either of these, your jacket is too small. On the flip side, you shouldn't be able to pull your jacket more than an inch off your torso. If you can, it's too big. Now that we've got jacket closure taken care of, let's talk about something that is important for your comfort and will make you look like $1,000,000. So something that not only looks bad, but is incredibly uncomfortable is a suit jacket that isn't fitted properly in the shoulders. When trying on a suit jacket, the last thing you want to see is large wrinkles at the shoulders of the jacket. If you're experiencing this, we need to find you a better size. If you're trying on your jacket and you notice that there's a lot of extra fabric across the back or it's hanging off your shoulders, this means that your jacket is too big. Now you can see that this jacket fits just right. There aren't any wrinkles across the shoulders of the jacket, and the collar lies flat against the shirt. So how do you make sure you avoid shoulder fit problems? The first thing you need to look out for is that the seam of the jacket, where the shoulder meets a sleeve, lies directly over your shoulder. Second, you want to make sure that there aren't any gaps between the jacket and the shirt collar, or that you have any extra fabric across the back of the jacket. Something to keep in mind is that the alterations to the shoulder of the jacket are the hardest things to make. So we recommend finding a jacket that fits you perfectly in the shoulders with no alterations needed. With that out of the way, let's talk about the one subtle detail that will make all the difference in looking super sharp in your suit. If you frequently wear suiting, then you know how important jacket and sleeve length is to ensuring you are dressed to impress. This jacket is too short. You can see that because the body of the jacket ends in the middle of the zipper and above the butt. Not to mention, we are seeing way too much of the shirt cuff. On this next example, you can see that the suit jacket is too long. The body of the jacket is ending below the zipper, and the sleeves are coming down towards the palm of his hand. People will often refer to this as swimming in your suit, and it's not a good look. You can see that this jacket is the perfect length. The body of the jacket ends right at the bottom of the zipper, and we're seeing a ½ inch peak of white dress shirt beyond the sleeve of the jacket. Exactly what you want. Now ladies, you have another option for sleeve length that is perfectly acceptable. You can opt for the traditional peak of white dress shirt, as we just discussed, or you may choose for a longer sleeve length that comes down more towards the palm of your hand. We design our women's jackets to be a bit longer in the sleeves because people tend to wear a camisole or a short sleeve underneath. The choice is yours. So how do you make sure that your jacket is the right length? First, make sure that the body of your jacket falls right around the middle of your hand when your hands are at your side. The front of the jacket will end towards the bottom of the zipper. As for your sleeves, make sure that they're ending right around your large wrist bone and that you have about a ½ inch of your shirt cuff visible. Keep in mind, these guidelines are for most people. If you find yourself having a longer torso or longer arms, you may have to decide between altering the body of your jacket or the sleeves. If this is the case, priority is given to the length of the jacket's body, as altering that is much more complex. Adjusting the sleeve length is super simple, a very easy alteration, but one that will make all the difference. By the way, hello, I'm Diana, co-founder of SuitShop. We take the stress and high price tag out of suit shopping. We focus on an affordable, inclusive, and yours to keep suiting for the whole wedding party. Men, women, non-binary folks, kids, complete with personal customer service. You can shop us online or in our showrooms. The most important part of suit shopping is finding the right fit, but it's also super simple to start finding your size from home. Our virtual fit finder doesn't need any measurements and uses customer data to help you find your fit in less than 2 minutes. Check out the description below to find your fit for free. Now that we've thoroughly covered jacket fit, it's time to talk about pants, starting with the waist and hip fit. You can see that these pants are too small. We can tell this because the pockets are starting to bulge and they just look a little too snug. There's also no way he can sit comfortably, let alone bust a move on the dance floor. On the other hand, these pants are too big. We can tell this because they're sagging and they just look a little sloppy. A little snug is always better than too big and will always look better in your wedding photos. But when your pants fit just right, they're hugging your waist nicely and give a nice streamlined look. So how do you make sure that your suit pants are fitting just right? First, you want to make sure that your pants fit nicely around the waist. You'll know they fit well when you could wear them without a belt, even if you didn't want to. Second, make sure that your pants are hugging your hips and butt slightly, but not so much that your pockets pop out and you find it difficult or uncomfortable to sit in them. And lastly, make sure that your pants aren't sagging or you feel like you have to wear a belt to keep them up. Remember, while you don't want them to rip on the dance floor, you certainly don't want them slipping down. So with pant fit out of the way, let's talk about pant length. When talking about pant length, we often refer to the break, which is the fold of the fabric that happens from where your pant is just gently resting on the top of your shoe. Pant length is really a personal choice. There are no right or wrong answers, unless of course your pants are too long or too short. Then we need to make some adjustments. Let's take a look at some options. This example shows a slight break and is a great middle of the road option. We can tell this pant has a slight break because the hem of the pant is creating a slight horizontal fold as it makes contact with the shoe. Taller men tend to prefer having a little break to keep their pants from coming up too high when they sit down. Now let's cover the no break trend. We can tell this pant has no break because the hem of the pant is sitting just above the shoe and gives it a really clean finish and streamlined look. If you're a bit shorter, I highly recommend no break when finishing your pant. This is also a great option if you want to wear a loafer and show a little peek of ankle. As I mentioned, pant length is really a personal preference. This is why SuitShop delivers our pants unfinished, so you can take them to a tailor and have them altered to find a look that perfectly suits you. While we're on the topic of tailors, you should know that the best way to find a break that you like is to take the pants in along with the shoes that you are going to wear on the wedding day. The tailor will pin the pants while you're wearing the shoes, and you can walk around to make sure you like the way the pant length flows and moves. Once you have the pants on, make sure you sit down, walk around, take a few steps towards the mirror, and really get an idea of what the break looks like in a variety of scenarios. But when talking with your tailor, it's important that you know the type of break you want. Most tailors will offer recommendations if you're unsure, but this is typically their preference and may not be what you want. So don't hesitate to bring a few pictures of the pant styles you'll like when visiting your tailor to help them visualize the look you want to achieve. You'll both be thankful that you did. After all, unlike your jacket, you'll be in your pants the entire wedding day, so it's important that you're comfortable in them. And there you have it, the 5 steps to finding a great fitting suit. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to Wed Mayhem. Visit us at SuitShop to find your perfect fit, and we'll see you soon.